Hi, guys. It's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. Donald, Donald, Donald. I read that comment. Donald just posted a comment that said that my brewery took a bath by not being open on the 4th because everyone he saw, the cars were like packed in the parking lot. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. It's so hard with these people. Like Father's Day, the Super Bowl, things like that. They close. They close because you know they don't get enough customers. Well, I mean, you would get enough customers if you like did something really exciting on those days, you know? Super Bowl Sunday, beer and wings for X amount of dollars, or we have it on 5 TVs, advertise it somehow. No, they're like, nah, we're just gonna close. What Wednesday nights, it was me and another server, like, I don't know, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I can't remember when. But we were making like $40 a night, and that's not okay for a server. Servers need more than $40 a night. So they were like, we're just gonna close Wednesday nights. And me and the other server were like, no, you can't just close Wednesday nights. That's a shift. We need that shift. We said just I said karaoke. Put karaoke in here. People will come for karaoke. They absolutely will. No, they hate karaoke. The owners hate karaoke, so they're not going to do karaoke. Fine. We'll do bingo. Just let me and the other server figure out bingo. We'll do bingo. We'll provide free prizes. We'll advertise. So they let us. Thank goodness. So they didn't close Wednesday nights. And now Wednesday nights, is bingo night, and all these people come and they love bingo, and I hate doing bingo. I hate it. I just want to do karaoke, but every Wednesday I have to go out and I have to buy prizes, and then we get the customers in, which is fine because I make a lot more than $40 a shift now. But they don't do anything if there's a problem. They're like, "Oh, we'll just close." I only had like what 100 people watch my stream yesterday, so I'm just gonna close. Oh. But in their defense, they never operated a restaurant before. They just brewed beer really, really well. Their beer, oh my God. So they opened a restaurant, and restaurants are hard. Very, 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 very hard. Hey, Jasmine. Awesome. The judge makes everybody's day better, doesn't he? So, yeah, I closed last night, and then I work a double today. So,
felony conviction.
I only have one thing for today. I mean, I have two things.
Well, there's no foundation.
Judge Fleischer. And we're going to go to California for a little bit. But I didn't edit the clip, so I just got to find the spot real quick. It's 1 hour and 5 minutes in. Don't worry, I know this. He just wants to see his family. Judge, just let him see his family. So we're going to California. And it's day 5, I think she said, of no air condition. In California. On the first week of July, everybody is hot. No one wants to be there. Her dockets are so packed full that she can't get everything done. Like, people are coming in and they're waiting 8 hours on her docket, and then she's like, "Sorry guys, you're going to have to come back tomorrow," which is also full, "and we'll try to get to you." And it's a mess right now. Now, this judge is great. Love this, love, 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 love this judge. Judge Stevens, but not Stevens. She's Judge Stevens, not Judge Stevens. Chris, hold on, I gotta put this. What happens when I do that? Oh, look. Chris, thank you so much for the membership. This beautiful scene will change a couple times during this live. It does every night. I should just pick a background, but no, I'm good. So here she is. I tried to equalize this sound a little bit so it's not so harsh. Come on, Carrie. Hold on. Carrie's not behaving. There she goes. The only problem with this courtroom, like all courtrooms, the audio, man. That is just not terrible here, but it's bad. How do you say that? Is it Budgie Girl? Did I say that right? Budgie? Let's get started. There we go.
Calling the matter of the People versus Creekmore, case number CR 24, text 7497.
It's a bird. I thought it was like a squirrel. So, like, has anybody ever read the Harry Potter books? In the Harry Potter books, the news is talking about a budgie on a surfboard or something. I can't remember. Is that the same thing? I don't know because I've never seen a budgie. I thought it was like a squirrel.
Mr. Creekmore is present in court. Good morning.
Good morning.
And he's here with his attorney, Mr. Moth. The people are represented by Mr. Langston. This case is on for an early case management conference. It's the first conference. Defendant was released on his own recognizance at the last court appearance. Mr. Moth, how did you wish to proceed?
He's going to attend generally as well. We can set this for preliminary hearing, Your Honor, but with a time waiver, so we can have some time to do something that's good.
You do have the right, Mr. Creekmore, to a speedy preliminary hearing. That's a hearing within 10 court days, no later than 60 calendar days. Do you waive your right to have a hearing within those timeframes?
Yes.
Well, why don't we set it then? Are you available August 28th or 29th? Looks like you've got a couple prelims set on each of those days. How about we do it on the 26th, Monday? I don't see any prelims assigned to you on that day.
That's fine.
Does that work? Mr. Crick?
Ma'am, the strange thing I got have against me is that lifted.
What did
I'm
he
sorry,
just
I
say?
didn't-
I got a restraining order against.
You have a criminal, it's called a criminal protective order.
Yeah, should that be lifted? I gotta go back to work. I can't even go to work because the conditions I'm in right now where I'm staying. I mean, I can't stay with my daughter all my rest of my life. I mean, they got me under where I can't go to work right. I mean,
I'm not sure how the criminal protective order is related to you getting to work. That's what I'm.
I mean, I like to see my family, you know.
Okay. But there's nothing in this order that prohibits you from going to work.
Yeah, but I like to see my wife and stuff, you know.
Okay, that's different then. I would reconsider the criminal protective order if I have information from the alleged victim here at the preliminary hearing. I just don't have any information to change it right now. And I think the alleged victim would have to be able to be contacted about that change. So we can revisit that, Mr. Creekmore, when you return for your preliminary hearing. But for now, that order remains. I do believe that at your arraignment, it was offered that you would be abiding by that criminal protective order, and that was one of the reasons the court released you on your own recognizance.
Yeah.
So we can't just change it right now. And
Didn't say how long for though. That's why.
well, it's not forever. It's going to be at least until the next court appearance. So we'll see you then on August 26th at 8:30 in the morning for your preliminary hearing.
He's
The time
gone.
estimate 30 minutes.
Yes.
Sir, please meet the consequences of your actions. So, Kelly, what I'm wondering is a budgie in the UK the same thing as a budgie in Australia? Or does the UK have budgies that are like rodents? That's what I want to know. Is there anybody from the UK here? Beautifully inappropriate. Are you here? That's what I want to know. I guess I could just Google it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let you guys tell me because why Google something when, strangers on the internet can tell you the absolute truth? Aw. Ooh, yeah. $300 for your cat? Is it a parakeet? Okay, we're going to pop into Fleischer's courtroom. Right. Budgies are native to Australia. But what I'm asking, are there also budgies in the UK that are not birds? They're just the same name. They're just two different things, but the same name. Viper class. Great name. Carl Pilkington. I don't know who that is. Okay. That's close enough, Nicola. In Scotland, they're birds. So I'm guessing UK does not have a budgie that's like a rodent. Man, I opened a whole topic of conversation here. There's songs about them. A pair of breeding birds cost, what was that, $50,000 or $20,000? Woohoo! All right, Julie Cat just nailed it down. Budgies are parakeets in the U.S., Australia, and the U.K. That's it. I'm not going to believe anything else. Let's go to Judge Fleischer. So, Logan is okay. He looks a little better. Not a lot better, guys, but he looks a little better. Pavel, not so much. COVID has gotten him hard, just so you know. And we needed Pavel. No, I'm not going to Google smugglers. They hurt my feelings. Smugglers hurt my feelings. So we needed Pavel because we have some issues. But we have this prosecutor. And I can't remember the name of the case. But he's from the 6th floor and he's filling in. And he has this like real high profile Anthony something case in Harris County, Texas. Apparently there's this horrible, don't look it up or anything, just warning you. It's a horrifying case that I won't look up myself, so I can't tell you how horrifying. I just heard it was horrifying. So he comes down and he's hanging up. He comes up and he's hanging out in on floor 9 all day. So that's pretty cool. And the judge looks spectacular, guys. Here we go. Logan. Hi, Logan.
Good morning, Logan. Good morning, Mr. Bell. Justin.
Hey, Logan. It's Beetle.
Rewind court just 15
Logan,
seconds.
can you see
Sure. Logan.
Good morning, Logan. Good morning, Mr. Bell. Justin.
The bell's here.
Hey, Logan. It's Beetle. Did you see me?
Logan, can you see
Pavel still says connecting to audio. I know I was having trouble with the VPN this morning. It kept on kicking me off, so it might be a technical issue.
Mr. Kiter can leave though immediately. You can, Judge, can you ask Mr. Kiter to leave?
Hey, Justin, do you have an arraignment today?
Yes, Your Honor, I do. I'm sorry, I was,
That's him right there. I don't remember his name. He works on the 6th floor, and I don't know what goes on the 6th floor. I know they're felonies, and I know they're big felonies. They're not like Judge Fleischer gets domestic violence and DUIs and things like that. He does not get that. He gets the bad cases, which makes me wonder, where's his tie? Look at Logan. Logan is at home with COVID, sick, and he's got a tie on. And he does DV and DUIs. No, Jasmine, I didn't see it. There we go. Here we go. Let's keep going. He's going to try to help out.
walking to a place of quiet. But I have Michael Acevedo, Your Honor.
Okay, let me help just, counsel here real quick, and then I'll hit you up next.
Very good, Judge. Thank you.
No, you're here, you take
Logan,
precedence.
Logan, if you.
They're at home.
Elisetti Alana, first appearance, DWI, no
Logan,
accident,
if you-
just checking in for bond conditions. correct?
Yes, Nathan?
You need,
If you need to be off, or if
No.
you wanted to take the day off, you can take the day off. I'm here for docket, okay? I'll
Okay.
talk
What's
to
the
Petrov
4th
too, okay?
floor? What goes on
Okay.
there?
or you can say whatever you want.
I'll stay because just general interest in the cases.
Just, I tell you what,
See, when this guy told Logan to leave, I was like, no, Logan, don't leave, stay. Pavel is here, guys, I swear.
have you seen his wallpaper?
Look, have you seen his
Here,
wallpaper?
undo the.
It's something out of like Three's Company, man. It's Three's Company. Is that wallpaper for real? What is that?
Yeah, it's wallpaper. I redid
Oh,
it when I got the
wallpaper.
house. The house is like a 1970s. It was built in the 70s, so I was trying to make it sort of period.
All right, well, let's get
Hi,
started. Okay, so do you mind bringing up your client?
Who else thinks Judge Fleischer's going to be wearing this wallpaper next Friday? His suit's going to look just like it.
Page 13,
So it's Lara, right?
there's two layers. So
Yeah, Eliseo. Are you Eliseo Lara?
Yes, sir.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
on June 29th, 2024, officers observed a car driving under the speed limit and crossing over the lane markings to the left and to the right. The driver was the sole occupant and was ID'd by his Texas driver's license. Officers observed glossy eyes and odor of alcohol on his person. He stated that he was coming from a friend's house where he consumed 2 beers and was on his way home. Standard field sobriety test was conducted, 6 of 6 on the HGN, 5 of 8 on the walk and turn, and 1 of 4 on the one-leg stand. DIC was read, breath was refused, and blood was taken pursuant to a blood warrant. Part of his criminal history was a DWI that was dismissed in 2021 from a PTI.
What did you say the stop was? Excuse me.
He was driving under the speed limit and crossing over the lanes.
Got it. Okay, Mr. Lara, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license? Do you have valid liability insurance in your name? Okay, I am putting in now a restriction on your license, sir. You're not allowed to drive any vehicle that doesn't have an ignition interlock. If you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, you will go to jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or dope, likewise, you will go to jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to have you go to Victoria, where we'll have you sign a reset after that. Do you mind running his license?
Sure.
Yes, Your Honor, it's eligible.
Great, thanks, guys. I will then have you go to Trace for your bond conditions. Don't violate these conditions, sir. You understand? You have a lawyer. Listen to Eddie. He will take care of you. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games and not responding to phone calls or text messages, I will issue a warrant. All right, please.
And Judge, be excused.
Thanks, Eddie. Yeah, take care, man.
Did you want to do another arraignment this year?
Well, let's do Kaiser's real quick and then we can do with Luis.
Ryder's here for page 1, Acevedo.
Okay. Are you Mike? no, so, Are you Michael Acevedo?
Yes, sir, I am.
Mr. Acevedo, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. So you know, you can see your lawyers on Zoom, so you're not here alone.
Yes, sir.
We're going to do probable cause.
On June 28, 2024, at 12:15 a.m., officers conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle for failing to maintain a single lane of traffic, following another vehicle too closely and almost striking them on 2 occasions, and going 74 miles per hour in a 50-mile-per-hour zone. The driver was ID'd by his Texas driver's license. The officer observed an odor of alcohol on the breath, slurred speech, slowed movements. He appeared disoriented and had an unsteady balance. The defendant said he had 2 IPA beers. Standard field sobriety test was conducted. HGN was a 6 of 6. Walk and turn was a 6 of 8. One leg stand was a 2 of 4. DIC was read. The defendant did not consent to breath, so a search warrant was executed and blood was drawn. The defendant had completed a DWI PTI on his
Yeah, I
first
see that he
DWI.
just had one dismissed, right?
Yes.
Mr. Acevedo, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license? Do you have liability insurance in your name?
I do.
Okay. You run his license to make sure he has it.
It's eligible, Your Honor.
Great. Thanks, Logan. I am ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm now putting a restriction on your license. You're not allowed to drive any vehicle that doesn't have an ignition interlock. If you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, you will go to jail. You will not get any more car bonds. Likewise, if you consume alcohol or dope, and I don't care what your reason is, you will go to jail. No more PR bonds for you, sir. Do you understand?
Understand?
Okay. You have a lawyer. I will waive your appearance, but it's your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Kiter. He will tell you when you have to come back to court.
Yes, sir.
He tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games. I will issue a warrant for your arrest. No more games.
Understood.
Okay. Guardian interlock, please. And Justin, we need to
Yes,
pick
Your
a
Honor.
date.
You'll sign
Yep.
both warrants here.
Okay.
Judge, September 3rd through the 5th,
September 3rd through the 5th.
Any of those days work, Your Honor.
9/4.
Okay, 9/4 it is.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, guys, take care. Thanks, Justin.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Thanks. Have a good
Thank you,
week.
sir.
There he is, guys. There's Pavel.
How's it going, Judge?
Ooh.
Oof,
Oh.
sound rough.
I was telling Caroline I could, file bond conditions or do what's needed, but I understand.
Hi,
At that
Michael.
meeting.
All right, thanks, Beetle. I appreciate it.
We're always happy to have you if you want to stay too, so.
He
Thank you,
he
Judge.
stays.
All right,
Okay.
I'll have a good one.
He doesn't stay the whole time that maybe he does, but but yeah, I don't know what's going on, but we can hear Logan later, but the judge just can't. And I mean, not Logan, Pavel. I'm telling you, Pavel is needed later, and he's not there. He's not there to catch the judge. Hi, Michael. Michael's here. Michael almost feels like a coworker now. That's my coworker, Michael. We're just like in the shadow of court 5.
Yeah, well, we have Luis. You ready? You mind?
Y'all can get rid of me that easy.
Barreño Vázquez.
Hágase aquí en el centro, por favor. Solo mire, el juez sí le contesta con respeto en español, nada más. Bájelo tantito. ¿Cómo se dice su apellido?
Barreno.
Barreno Vázquez. Okay. Solo mire el juez. Acérquese aquí, por favor.
Eddie, is something else you want to talk about?
Yes, sir, Judge.
Tell me.
Interlock, he works for a construction company and sometimes drives the vehicles to the work sites and back.
I don't know. He's got the, you're not allowed to drive any vehicle that doesn't have an interlock on it, man. I don't know what to tell you. We'll have to work that out somehow,
Okay.
but. Mr. Barreño Vasquez, come up. You're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. You are facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain.
I spoke with Judge Fleischer that one day because I was forced to, but now I doubt I'm going to do interviews. We're just going to watch them from afar. I mean, everybody is welcome to come in here. If they want to like come on and talk, that's great. That's perfectly fine. But yeah, I'm not very excited about trying to do interviews. That would make this like a job. That would make this a drag. I would talk to them all whenever, no problem. But I'm not going to prepare questions like, "What's your favorite meal?" and "What made you become a ADA?" and no, I that no, I don't want to. Ozzy might make me, but I don't want to.
Silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right, an attorney, if you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On June 28th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a failure to stop and give information call in Montgomery County. The witness stated that a maroon Honda CRV collided with another vehicle and drove away and was followed by the witness.
Every day on his stream, he talks to chat. I mean, there's a lot of people in chat, and there's more every day, so it's hard to get a question in. But he's ready to talk. I go psycho. Heck no.
The witness advised Montgomery County Dispatch that they passed into Harris County and the call was transferred to Harris County.
Thank you.
Officers conducted a traffic stop on the vehicle after observing it to be in and out of
Go
lane,
interview them.
a broken tail lamp, and failing to signal lane change. The defendant was observed to be the driver, and officers observed a strong odor
No, I
of
like this.
alcohol
I
on
like
the
this
breath,
idea.
red glossy eyes, and he admitted to having 3 tequila shots. Standard
Shots
field
or
driving was
lollipops?
conducted. HGN was a 6 of 6, walk and turn a 6 of 8, 1 leg stand 3 of 4. DIC was read. The breath was a .154 and a .161.
Mr. Barreño Vasquez, I'm going to find that there's
Me too.
probable cause to go forward with your case. Are you a United States citizen?
No.
Are you in this country with or without permission?
Without permission.
What happens if you go to jail?
I don't know.
Think.
Piense. Could be that they could deport me.
That's right.
Eso es correcto.
But you will sit in custody for a minimum of 6 months, perhaps 9 months, even a year, waiting for immigration to do anything or what they're going to do to you. I'm now putting conditions on your bond. If I find that you violate these conditions, I will put you in jail. And if you're unlucky enough, you're going to be there for a very long time. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol, you will go to jail. You will sign with me today a promise. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care if a kid has to go to school. I don't care if you need groceries. Mother Teresa has to go to church. No driving. And you will sign this promise with me. And if I find that you drive, I will have a contempt hearing on top of everything. And you will be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you get into a car. So if you drive 5 times, I will have 5 different contempt hearings. You understand?
Entendió, señor. Sí.
And I will tell
Yes.
you, if you do anything
Si usted dice,
above 12 hours,
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I didn't hear you.
if you do anything above 12 hours, immigration will find you because they sweep it on a daily basis.
Una cárcel de
This is
inmigración.
the only warning that you're going to get from me. So use it in a good way. If you don't,
Una manera, si no
you're
lo
old enough.
I think right there during his stream, he has chat going in his stream, live chat going in his stream. And one of the people in chat were like, oh, you know, Luis is too loud. It's annoying to watch an interpreter that you could hear. You know, he should put the headphones on and, you know, stand over there where no one can hear him. And we're all like, no, he's GOAT. He's GOAT. He's the greatest. And then right there, while we're trying to say he's the greatest, he's like, I'm sorry, Your Honor. Can you repeat that? He never does that. How often do you see him interrupt the judge to say, I didn't hear that? Never, never, because he's the GOAT. And we're defending him on a hill. And, and that happened today. It was very funny.
To understand that actions have consequences. These are dire ones. We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So first, I will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive.
que no va a manejar.
After that, I will get you to Victoria.
I'll
We will
find
have you
out.
sign a reset.
We will find out.
After that, you'll
maybe
get the
today.
trace of your bond conditions. And after that, you may go. He doesn't have any prior DWIs, does he?
No, Your Honor, no PC.
Okay.
Or no CH.
Oh, Hope. I thought it like crashed. I thought the plane crashed.
Page 7, Espinosa, Perez.
Pase, por favor. Buenos días. Para si en el centro, usted ya habló con usted.
You said page 7, is that what you said?
Yes, Your Honor. Espinosa.
Me llamo Luis. Placer conocer.
Junior Espinosa Perez.
Espinosa Pérez, ¿es usted, señor? Solo mire el juez, por favor. Yes.
You were charged with driving while intoxicated.
Ebrio,
You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
de $2,000.
We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On June 29th, 2024, at approximately 9:30 p.m.,
Aproximadamente a las 9:30 de la noche,
officers responded to a call regarding a car stuck in a
con
ditch.
respecto a un carro que estaba arrancado, atrapado en una zanja.
The defendant was found in the driver's seat.
El acusado se encontró en
Officers
el asiento
observed
del
a
chofer.
strong odor of
Observaron
alcohol on the
un olor
breath,
de alcohol
slurred
suelto,
speech,
el habla raspada,
and the defendant stated that
y
he
el
had
acusado
one
declaró
beer.
que consumió una cerveza.
Standard
Un
field
estudio de
sobriety
terreno se
test was
realizaron.
conducted.
El juez, hermanito, solo el juez.
6 of 6
6
on
de
the
6 pistas en
HGN,
el espectro
3 of 8
horizontal, 3 de 8
on the
pistas
walk
en
and
el camino
turn,
en giro,
1 of 4 on the
1 de
one
4
leg
pistas en el
stand.
paro de una pierna.
DIC was
La
read,
advertencia
breath
estatal se
was
le dio,
consented
prueba,
to, and
procedimiento
BAC was
consentió
a
y concentración con la mano
.128
fue
and a .134.
.134.
Mr. Espinosa Perez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Are you a United States citizen?
No,
Are you in this country with or without permission?
eso sin permiso. Con permiso. ¿Perdón? Con permiso. With permission. Parole. Parole.
What type of
¿Qué
parole is
tipo de parole es? ¿Qué tipo de condicional?
Asilo?
¿Es un asilo? Solo mire el juez, hermano.
Creo que sí, parole.
I believe so, yes, a parole. Pero ¿qué tipo de parole, como dices? Es algo condicional, es un permiso condicional, pero
No, es un
Mr. Espinosa
parole
Perez.
cuando viene por el mal,
Oh, vino por
como balsero.
yes.
Dieron balón
¿De qué país es?
de Cuba.
from Cuba, came via the ocean on makeshift craft of sorts.
Mr. Espinoza Perez, I don't care. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is public safety. If you're going to endanger my public, then I'm going to bring the pain to you. If you have to go to jail for one reason or the other, and you're not here with proper documentation, because I don't know, you could be the Queen of England for all I know. Immigration will put a detainer on you. You will sit in jail.
I didn't know what a budgie was, but I got this one, guys. Not the queen. Don't worry, not the queen.
Until immigration is going to do whatever they're going to do. They do nothing fast, and it takes a minimum of 6 months just to get an order signed. You will sit in custody for that entire time. I'm putting conditions on your bond now. And if I find that you violate
It's a
these
pattern,
conditions,
and it's
you
like
will go to
shiny.
jail.
It's like a little
And
shiny.
if you're unlucky enough, you're going to be there for an extremely long
Think
time.
Arsenio Hall.
Do you have a Texas driver license?
Texas?
No estaba conduciendo, estaba,
Habla más fuerte,
no
pero.
estaba conduciendo, yo estaba.
I was not driving, I was inside the car. Solo mira el juez y conteste lo que le pregunta, hermanito.
Escucha bien que no
Mr. Espinoza,
Señor Espinosa, escuche la pregunta que se le hace.
I'm not going to talk to you about the case.
No voy a hablar con usted
The
acerca
only
del
thing I'm
caso.
ordering
Lo
you
único
now is
que
not
le
to
estoy
drive.
ordenando ahora es que no maneje.
I don't care what your
No me
excuse
importa
is
cuál sea su excusa.
or what you're
No
doing.
me importa lo que esté
I don't
haciendo.
care if you have little bunnies in your car.
Tiene conejitos en su carro.
Headed to the hospital. You drive,
Al hospital.
you will go to jail.
Te va a ir a una cárcel.
I'm also ordering.
Michael, you're teaching me how to be a mod. I'm like looking at some of these comments like, oh, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And then boop, removed by Michael. I'm like, okay, I got this. I got this. Why didn't you remove today before I even saw it?
Order you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or prescribed controlled medication, and I'm going to randomly test you. If we find that you're consuming alcohol or dope, likewise, you will go to jail. You will not get any more PR bonds, sir.
Defensa personal, perdón.
What do you do for a living, sir?
¿A qué se dedica, señora? ¿En qué trabaja?
Estaba haciendo yarda.
En la jardinería.
Yes.
Working gardening, yard work.
How much money do you make a
¿Qué
month?
tanto dinero gana por mes aproximadamente?
Como 600.
Around
A la
600
semana, a la semana.
per week.
Gano 600 a la semana.
I earn approximately 600 per week.
Okay.
Sí, es un
Can you
abogado de
check
oficio.
and see if he has any prior DWIs, please?
Solo
We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer.
vamos a aplazar el caso para que darle tiempo para
And we'll have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive.
aquí juramento.
Mr. Espinoza, the worst possible thing you can do in this life at this very moment is drive. Do
Manejar.
not drive.
Maneje.
I will then have you
No,
go
no,
to
no, señor.
Victoria, sign a reset.
Firma el aplazamiento.
After that, you'll get with Tracy your bond conditions.
Para las condiciones.
And after that, you'll be free to go. Come back to court.
Vuelva al
If you
tribunal.
do not come back, we will issue a warrant,
Le voy a emitir una
and then
orden.
you are guaranteed jail time.
Le voy a garantizar tiempo de cárcel. ¿Entendido, señor?
Okay?
Adrian Priors, Your Honor.
Your Honor, prior to me approaching here, he was talking about soliciting or seeking a court-appointed lawyer.
If you want, you can fill out.
Si quiere, puede llenar la
I will
solicitud.
take a look.
Yeah.
Yo miraré.
Sí, me dice porque no vamos a hacer.
I need to know everything
Yo
about,
necesito saber todo de acerca de sus
not
finanzas.
leave anything
su vida.
blank. I need
No
to
deje
know
nada en
any kind of
blanco.
property, any kind of monies you have, how much money you have in the bank, and then I will take a look at it.
Ingresos, a cuántas personas cuida, cuáles son sus gastos. Póngalo todo ahí para que le puedan ayudar con un abogado de oficio. No, pero venga, pues. ¿Está en inglés y en español? Oh, venga para acá, por favor. Si me juramentado que no va a manejar sin permiso del tribunal o una licencia.
Okay, so Logan Hernandez, come on up. Hernandez.
Me mucho Luis, el intérprete. Solamente mire, acérquese aquí, hermanito. Solo mire después.
Yosnelki Hernandez.
Nelky Hernández, señor.
Mr. Hernandez, you're charged with evading arrest and detention. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On June 29th,
El 29 de junio
2024,
2024,
officers were
oficiales
conducting
realizaron,
routine business checks at
chequeos
Academy
rutinarios de negocios en Academy.
when the officer was
Donde el
flagged
oficial
down
fue
by a witness
señalado por un
who
testigo
advised that
que le
she
informó que
observed
ella observó
the defendant
el
concealing
acusado
shoes in his
escondiendo
pants.
zapatos en sus pantalones.
Employees made a security
Empleados
announcement
hicieron
over
un
the PA
anuncio de
system,
seguridad sobre las bocinas del negocio.
and the defendant dumped the
acusado,
merchandise on another aisle
Traer la mercancía en otra fila
and was met at the
y
front
se le
door by the
encontró en la
deputy.
puerta fronteriza. Fue encontrado en la puerta fronteriza por el alguacil.
I'm off work right
Upon
now.
contact, the deputy
No
asked the
serving.
defendant
El
to stop.
alguacil le pidió al acusado que parara.
The defendant said he didn't
acusado
have
dijo
anything
que no
and
tenía
lifted
nada
his shirt.
y levantó su camisa.
The interaction was
La interacción
interrupted by
fue
an
interrumpida
unknown lady
por
and the
una señora
defendant
desconocida y el acusado
exited the academy
salió de
setting
la-
off the alarms.
de la tienda Academy prendiendo alarmas.
Officers commanded the defendant to
Le
stop
instruyeron al acusado que parara
and he proceeded to run across
y
the
él
street.
siguió corriendo al cruzar la calle.
Officers intercepted the
Oficiales
defendant
interceptaron al
and
acusado
the
y el
defendant
acusado
stopped and waited
paró y esperó
for Fleischer to exit the car.
para
Officer
que
Fleischer to
Fleischer
exit the
saliera del
car
vehículo, salió el vehículo
before proceeding to run
antes de
across the
seguir
road.
adelante, antes de seguir adelante y cruzar la carretera, la vía.
Defendant was
El
caught after a
acusado se
short foot
le
pursuit
capturó después de
and was
una
ID'd by his
corta
Cuban
persecución a
passport.
pie y fue identificado por su pasaporte.
So the person he was with was not in concert, I guess, I'm assuming.
There was no other person.
No había ninguna otra persona. No sé qué es lo
Any
que
other
digo.
criminal history that you
¿Algún
can
otro
see?
antecedente
No,
penal que
Your
pueda
Honor, there's no criminal
ver?
history.
No, su señoría.
Mr. Hernandez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Are you a United States citizen?
It's the best part of the stream, hands down.
I'm a Cuban citizen. I'm in the process of adjusting my documentation
You
for
were
Cuban
not in this
nationals. I
country.
believe it said, si no está en este país, mire el juez.
You were not in this country with permission.
En este país con permiso.
If you go to
Va a
jail
una
and
cárcel.
immigration finds you because they sweep it on a daily basis, they will put a detainer on you, Mr. Hernandez, and you will be stuck like Chuck in jail for the next 6 months waiting for immigration to do
10 meses para que
whatever they're going to do to you.
hagan lo que van a
If I were you, I would behave myself while you're here. Because if you're not, you're going to go to jail. And if you're unlucky enough, you're going to be there for a long time. I'm now ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go to any academy for any reason.
Okay.
If I find that you go to academy, I will put you in jail and you will not get any more PR bonds. We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. First, I will have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, I'm gonna have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and after that, you'll be free to go.
There are some special ones this Friday, guys. I'm just saying.
You come back, please have a lawyer, sir.
Se puede, tenga su abogado. Pase la historia. May I tell you something?
No.
No.
No, I have a bunch of DAs here.
Muchos
Anything you say, they're going to use it against you.
podría ser usado en su contra. Sí.
Now's not the time.
The shoes, they're mine.
I'm not going to talk to you about the case. Please.
Bien. Pase a la izquierda.
So on that one, can you file no going back to any academy, please?
They're actually
Or,
my
Logan,
shoes.
you might
He's
go
lying.
online Real quick. That was on Hernandez.
Give me a second, Your Honor. I'm fighting with the VPN.
I have it in the case, Ms. Logan, and will email you.
Who wants
You
to
know
go
who we're
make the
talking about,
VPN
Logan?
better for Logan right
Yeah,
away?
sure. I can see the live stream. It's just the documents system. It keeps on kicking me out, so I have to keep on restarting my computer to get it to work.
Oh,
So I'll be right back.
No problem.
Page 22,
Okay.
Rodriguez. Rachel.
So guys, I can't really watch Judge Fleischer's courtroom because my eyes are just glued to the chat when I'm there to make sure that nobody says anything bad. So when the burger guy comes on, tell me. I don't know what he looks like.
Buen día, caballero. Parece aquí en el centro, por favor, acérquese ahí. Solamente mire el juez y le contesta en español nada más.
Good morning, Mr. Rodriguez.
Sí, buenos días. Good morning.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
On June 30th,
30 de
2024,
junio 2024,
officers encountered a vehicle
oficiales
with
encontraron
the
un vehículo
driver asleep at the wheel
con un chofer dormido al volante
in a public roadway
en
with
una
the
vía
vehicle
pública con el
running and
vehículo
lights
andando
on.
y las luces prendidas.
Upon contact,
Al hacer
officers
contacto,
observed a
oficiales
strong
observaron
odor of
un fuerte olor de
alcohol on
alcohol
the
sobre
breath
su
and
aliento,
gloss.
los ojos como enrojecidos.
The defendant
El
initially
acusado
said he
inicialmente
did not
dijo
have
que
anything to drink,
no había tenido nada para tomar, no había
but then
tomado
admitted
algo,
to
pero después
having
admitió
one
haber
Corona at
consumido
home.
una corona en casa. Acérquese a la baranda.
He said he was going to
Él
buy
dijo que
tacos,
iba a
but ended
comprar
up asleep
tacos
in
y
his truck.
después resultó que estaba dormido en su camioneta.
Standard field sobriety test was conducted.
Realizaron
HGN was a
vista
6 of
horizontal,
6,
fue 6 de 6
walk and
pistas, el camino
turn
giro,
5 of 8,
camino giro fue 5 de 8 pistas, perdón.
one leg stand
Paro de una
2
pierna
of
fue 2
4,
de 4 pistas que se notaron.
DIC was read,
Advertencia secretaria se leyó.
breath was consented
Prueba
to,
dio consentimiento a prueba de aliento.
and BAC was a
Concentración con la sangre
.155
fue
and a
0.155, 144.
Does he have any prior DWIs?
No, Your Honor.
O previos, manejos ebrios previos, no, ninguno, señoría.
Mr. Rodriguez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. You have a Texas driver license, sir.
That's a felony.
Más fuerte. No.
You are not allowed to drive. I am now making that a condition of your bond. If you are not in this country with permission, because I don't know if you are, if you go to jail, you're going to be there for an extremely long time. Immigration will catch you because they sweep it on a daily basis. You will be stuck there for the next 6 to 9 months waiting for something to happen. Do not put yourself in this position. This is the only warning that you're going to get from me. Do not drive. I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or any kind of dope, likewise, you will go to jail. No more PR bonds for you, sir. I will first have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I will then get you with Victoria, where you will sign a reset. After that, you will get to trace to your bond conditions. And after that, you'll be free to go. You must come back. If you fail to return to court, I will issue a warrant.
¿Entendido? Sí, señor o no, señor. Sí, señor. Yes, sir. Pase aquí a la izquierda.
I didn't sign a
Creo que-
contract with you. There's no person that was injured.
Was it last Spanish? Hi, you ready? Good morning.
I'm here on arraignment on Cynthia Jimenez.
I'm very well.
Jimenez, come on up.
Are you Cynthia Jimenez? Ms. Jimenez, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you.
Was it her shoes? Did she steal the shoes from that guy? And now they're both in trouble?
Please don't say anything.
On June 28th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a Target regarding a theft. The complaining witness advised that the defendant
Thank
entered
you,
the store,
Jackie.
but
Thank
put
you.
merchandise in the shopping cart and went to the self-checkout, failed to pay for the merchandise, and proceeded to exit the store, passing all points of sale with the unpaid merchandise. The total value was $106.65.
Was she alone? Was she with anyone? By herself?
Accidentally did that with eggs once. I put the eggs in the top because I didn't want them to get, like broken. And I put my purse in the top because my purse weighs 100 pounds because I'm a server. So it's like full of coins. Jingle, jingle. My money doesn't fold. It jingle, jingles. And I didn't see the eggs when I was checking out. This was 15, 20 years ago. And I can never go back to that store again, ever. I want to go back and give them like $1.50. That's how much the eggs were back then, like $1.50. But I'm too, like, if I go back there and say, I owe you for eggs, they're going to call the police on me and then I'm going to go to jail. And I didn't do it on purpose, but now, nope. I stole eggs by accident.
Got it. Ms. Jimenez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to go to any Target whatsoever. Do you understand, ma'am? If I find that you go to Target, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. You have a lawyer. She will take care of the case for you. If she tells me she can't get a hold of you because you're playing games and ducking and dodging phone calls, likewise, I will issue a warrant. I will waive your appearance so you don't have to waste your time and come into court, and she will tell you when you have to come back. Just stay in contact with her. Good things will happen there. For now, I will have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, we'll have you take your seat in the jury box. We'll get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go.
No way.
Thank you.
Eggs now cost like $20. Not really. I can't return eggs now. I'll give them $1.50.
Judge, we have one more Spanish speaker.
You lied.
I do that sometimes.
No, that was my fault.
Lies, and taxes. Lies.
Page 3, Canales, come on up.
Señor, me llamo Luis, el intérprete, mucho gusto.
Anelas de la Toro. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent.
We're in court, it's too loud.
Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
I already have an attorney.
Great.
Meat
Is it?
potato pie.
Solo mira el juez, hermanito.
José García, pero dijo que
José
no.
García,
Dijo que iba a venir acá, no, que me dieran otra corte que me iba a presentar.
otra fecha. Okay, he told me to ask for another date so I could represent myself.
Es que ayer fue de vacación y viene hasta viernes.
Okay, yesterday was a vacation day and he doesn't return until, ¿cuándo vuelve?
Cuando me den otra cita, no sé qué.
Okay, whenever he returns, I'm not sure whatever date.
Going to do probable
Le vamos a hacer
cause.
cosas
Please
razonables.
don't say anything
Por
at
favor,
this
no diga
moment.
nada durante esta fase.
Perfecto.
Okay.
Perfect.
On June 26,
El 26 de junio
2024,
2024,
officers received a disturbance call
un
at a
llamado de
food bank in
disturbio
Harris
a un
County,
banco de
Texas.
comida del condado de Harris, Texas.
Dispatch provided the
All the men in chat just cringed. Guys, Michael literally just posted in public, and I'm calling it out in public. Michael 1, Victoria 0. He's dead. Michael, it was nice knowing you. I hope they get someone to replace you as a mod after she kills you for this. You in trouble.
vehicle description of the
Thank you for the
defendant,
sub
who
stuff.
was stated to have a firearm and be under the influence of
Que tenía un
alcohol.
arma de fuego supuestamente y estaba bajo la influencia de alcohol. Espera, ¿qué?
The dispatch said,
El
gave
despacho
the
dijo-
vehicle
dio la
description
descripción
and
del
was also
vehículo y
told by the
también se le
caller that
informaron
he
por
had
el
a
llamador que
firearm
tenía
and
un
was
arma
under
de
the
fuego y
influence
estaba
of
bajo la
alcohol.
influencia de alcohol.
Okay.
No.
The defendant was parked.
Stop.
Pare.
The defendant was
El
found to be
acusado se le
parked at the
encontró
Chevron gas
estacionado
station.
en la gasolinera de Chevron.
Upon search, there was no
Al hacer un
weapons
registro
inside the
no había
vehicle, and the
arma dentro del vehículo.
defendant was then
El
asked to
acusado se
exit
le
the
pidió que se
vehicle
saliera del
and was
vehículo
asked if he
y se le
consumed
pidió
any
que se le
alcohol.
preguntó que si consumió algo de alcohol.
The defendant
El
stated he
acusado
had two
declaró
beers earlier.
dos cervezas.
That's funny you said that because there was an issue. Is it this guy? I don't know. There was an issue with somebody. They had a retained attorney, so Luis couldn't translate for them. If they had a public defender, Luis could go and translate for them while they were talking about the case privately. But because it was a retained attorney, no, it wasn't this guy. Luis couldn't go and help. Luis could come in front of the judge and translate while they were, going to court, but he couldn't go back there.
Officers observed the defendant to have glossy eyes and a mild odor of alcohol beverage on the breath. The officers did locate a six-pack of Modelo beers on the passenger side floorboard
Cervezas modelos en la parte trasera
with
del
3
vehículo,
empty
con
bottles
3 botellas vacías,
back in the cardboard container.
todavía puesto en contenedor de papel.
Standard
de
field
cartón.
sobriety
El
test
estudio
was
de terreno se
conducted.
realizaron.
6 of 6
6
on
de
the
6 pistas en el
HDM,
sistema
3 of
horizontal,
8 on the
3 de 8
walk and
pistas en
turn,
camino
and
giro,
1 of 4
y 1
on
de
the
4
one leg
pistas en el
stand.
paro de una pierna.
DIC was read
Advertencia
and the
secretaria
defendant
general y el
consented
acusado
to
dio
breath
consentimiento a prueba
but
de aliento,
refused to sign the
pero se
document.
rehusó firmar el documento.
He calls
The
us
defendant
law
complied with the
nerds.
breath request on the intoxilizer, but while attempting his
I'm
second
sorry.
breath,
I'm so sorry to interrupt. The defendant, what? The intoxicalizer, what?
the defendant
El acusado,
complied
cumplió. Thank you.
with a breath request on
Con
the
el pedido de
intoxilizer,
aliento sobre el alcoholímetro,
but while attempting
pero
his
mientras
second breath,
intentando su segundo
the machine
prueba de
stopped
aliento, la
and gave
máquina
a
paró
reading
y
of
dio una lectura
interference detected.
de interferencia detectada.
Officer requested a
Oficial
sample of
pidió
blood from the
una muestra de
defendant, to
sangre
which
del
he
acusado, de
refused,
la cual él se rehusó.
and blood was taken
Y sangre
pursuant to a
fue
warrant.
traída de acuerdo a una
Did you
orden.
say that he was driving?
Por extracción de sangre.
He was found at the
Se
Chevron
le
gas
encontró en la
station
gasolinera de
with the
Chevron
engine running.
con el motor
And
prendido.
yes. So when officers
Entonces,
made
cuando los
contact, he
oficiales
was
hicieron
found in the
contacto,
driver's
se le
seat,
encontró
engine
en
running
el
at the
del
gas
chofer,
station near
el
that
motor
food bank.
prendido en la
Does anyone see
gasolinera.
him driving?
¿Alguien lo
All you
vio?
have is him sitting at, I mean, we don't have anyone that sees him driving, right? All you have a caller that says there's a guy with a gun and alcohol, and the cops get to him and he's just sitting at a gas station.
He was at the food bank, and then in the same area, he was found at the gas station near the food bank, and with the engine running, which operating a vehicle,
operando un vehículo,
the engine can be running, and it can be inferred
puede estar
from him
Anyone
getting.
that's
prendido, no sé si es
driving, that sees him driving? Do you have a witness?
¿Hay un testigo?
No, Your Honor.
No, su señoría.
Let's do this. I'm gonna have you just take a seat in the jury box. I'm not ready to rule on this yet. We need to do a deeper dive on the case, sir. Just grab your stuff and just head there for now.
A la derecha, se sienta ahí. Sí, sí.
We're gonna have to do a deeper dive on that one.
Who is this guy beside Tracy? I don't remember him.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Page 4, Castillo, come on up.
Are you Diana Castillo? Ms. Castillo, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, ma'am. Okay.
The complaining witness reported that her vehicle struck the rear end of the defendant's vehicle while exiting a parking lot. The complainant stated that the defendant exited her vehicle and dragged the complainant from her vehicle from the driver's seat window and began hitting her in the face and body with a closed fist, causing pain.
So pursuant to a car accident.
I'm sorry.
Pursuant to a car accident, right? You said? Okay. Ms. Castillo, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. How old are you, ma'am? You're 19? What do you do in life now? Did you graduate from high school? If I drug test you right now, what's going to show up? Okay, I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now, and then you're to come back, and then we're going to speak about it. Well, first off, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have a Texas driver license, ma'am? Okay, do you have liability insurance in your name?
When you were 19, did you have that much road rage? I mean, okay, so it's 3 years you've been driving if you got your license at 16, which back when we were all 16, most people did get their license at 16 and they were driving a lot longer before then. But I don't remember. I mean, I know there was road rage and I know that there was, people fighting, but I don't remember like 19-year-olds getting that stressed out about driving. They were usually the cause of everybody else's stress, driving like idiots. I definitely drove like an idiot at 19 fast. I had a Mustang. But I don't remember at 15 like being enraged enough driving to go punch someone 7 times. Yeah, that's true. I was intimidated and I drove fast. But I didn't get like angry. Where do you live? Do you live in the United States? Oh, that sucks. I don't know. I don't remember back then. Like road rage was like like an outliner. It wasn't like really, really common.
Name. Before you drive and before you get out of here, I want to know and I want to see that you have actual insurance in your name. For now, I'm going to send you for a drug test and you must come back. And then we'll talk about a lawyer situation for you. Tracy, do you mind sending her? You want her to come sign something with you now, yes. Victoria? For now, I'm going to have you sign a reset and then you must come back, ma'am.
Page 4, Celestino, come on up.
Do you have access to see, is Logan here?
Celestino, great name.
Are you able to see if she has a license or no? No, Ms. Castillo, yeah. Do you have access to the?
I can't run it, but it does say she has a driver's license number.
Okay, we'll figure it out in a second, don't worry.
See, we need Logan.
Okay, Victoria,
We
who's
just
this?
need Logan.
Celestino, page 4.
Mr. Celestino, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent.
I would
Anything you
get
say
rage.
can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On June 29th, 2024, at approximately 12:44 a.m., officers were dispatched to assist Houston Fire Department with an intoxicated party. Upon arrival, officers observed the defendant's vehicle stopped at railroad tracks in the road. The Houston Fire Department stated that they were dispatched and observed the defendant behind the wheel, car and parked, flashers on. The defendant stated that he had one gear and was on his way to his girlfriend's house. He is 17 years old and that.
17.
Yes, Your Honor. Officers observed red glossy eyes and a strong odor of alcohol on the breath. Standard field sobriety test was
I meant
conducted.
Pavel.
6 of 6 on
We need Pavel.
HGN, 5 of 8 on the walk and turns, and 2 of 4 on the one leg stand. DIC was read, breath was refused, and blood was drawn pursuant to a warrant. His driver's license does show eligible.
Mr. Celestino, what do you do for a living, sir? Did you graduate from high school? Did you graduate from high school? Are you in school right now?
That's awesome.
Where do you go to
That's
school?
awesome, Carrie.
That's high school. Okay, if I drug test you right now, what's going to show up? We're going to see that.
Jasmine.
I'm sending you.
Jasmine, you are way too young to have road rage. It doesn't matter. Everything you're fighting from the road is, you're not going to get there any faster. Just slow. Just relax. Just chill in the car. Sing really loudly. If someone cuts in front of you, then just slow down a little bit. You don't need all that rage when you're driving. You just don't. You're just driving a car. It's fun. It's like freedom. Think about it like that. Other cars have freedom too. Yeah, people are jerks. People are jerks. I mean, you've been forewarned. People are jerks on the road. Now you don't have to have rage because you already know people are jerks.
For a drug test now, are you sure? Sure. Okay, I'm sending you for a drug test and then you must come back here. I will provide a lawyer for you today. No more drinking, no more dope. Otherwise, I will put you in jail, sir. You're not going to get any more PR bonds. You understand me? You have a driver's license? Do you have insurance? Okay, for now, I'm going to send you for a drug test and then you must come back. For now, I'm going to have you go to Victoria and then I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box, sir. Hey, Vic.
Yes,
I'm going to send him for a drug test as well.
go ahead and sign for your receipt.
Hey, can you go ahead and appoint for him and for Castillo, please?
No, I just see his driver's license.
Great, thank you.
All right, Judge, next is page 14, Lopez, come on up.
I guarantee you, if I was an idiot on the road and I cut in front of you, or I passed you, or I was going too slow, or I was riding your Twishy, and you felt road rage towards me for my actions in a car, I'm not returning that. Like, I do not feel road rage at all. You're wasting your energy feeling angry at me because I do not care. I'm just driving my car to get where I'm going. So the road rage that you feel against the other people, they don't feel it back. It's just you. Just you. Like tying yourself in a knot.
Are you chewing gum, sir?
Sorry. Piece of plastic.
Mr. Lopez, you're
I'm
charged
chewing
with assault,
plastic.
bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
On June 29th, 2024, officers were dispatched to an apartment regarding an assault in progress call. They spoke with the complaining witness, the defendant's friend, who said that the defendant assaulted him, causing him pain by punching him multiple times in the face. The complaining witness tried to fight back, but was afraid for his life, so he fled and tripped. Officers observed a quarter-sized bruise on the complaining witness' left side of his neck, quarter-sized bruise on the right side of his pectoral, and multiple lacerations to his forehead.
It's my arsenic capsule, Judge. You'll never take me. You'll never take me alive.
Defendant was located hiding in a closet during a search of the property. The defendant was ID'd by his U.S. passport.
Okay, Mr. Lopez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. How old are you, sir?
19. Not 21, my fault.
Sorry? So you're 21.
So young.
What do you do for a living, sir?
I work with my grandpa.
Doing what?
Like construction, like we get calls, like you say you want a patio built.
Bye,
We go up
Monica.
there and we build it up from scratch.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, Your Honor.
You as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming any kind of dope, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds, sir. Do you understand? Did you want a court-appointed lawyer, sir? Did you want a court-appointed lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
I need you to fill out an application for me. So Deputy Holly's going to give you an application. I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. You're not to have any contact with this person and not to be in possession of weapons. You understand?
Judge.
You violate any of these bond conditions, I will put you in jail, and then we'll be doing all this behind the bars. Don't pick up any new cases. Behave yourself in the free world. You understand? Okay.
Page 15.
So don't worry about it because
Come on up.
Amy will take care of the bond, or
Okay.
Amy, Tracy will take care of the bond conditions. Please. Hi. Peter.
I have an arrangement to mind if I go to.
Of course. Is this your ring?
He's off. He was out there first.
Okay, so after this, we can get Mr.
Who is
Deleuze.
it? Who's this one?
Did he just walk up here?
No, it's when I called him.
Oh, okay. Are you Giorgio Mack? Mr. Mack, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On June 30th, 2024 at 2:48 a.m., officers conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle for going 87 in a 65-mile-per-hour zone. Defendant admitted to driving the vehicle and ID through his Louisiana driver's license. Officers observed unsteady balance, red, wet, glossy eyes, and an odor of alcohol on the breath. The defendant refused standard field sobriety test, but a 375 milliliter bottle of Crown Royal 1/4 full was located in the vehicle. DIC was read, breath was refused, and blood was taken pursuant to a warrant.
CBS needs priority to be honest. Please.
There's no criminal history. No.
Mr. Mack, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Where do you live?
In Woods.
You live in Houston, here. How long have you lived here? Are you planning on staying here or are you going to go back to Louisiana?
Oh, that's a hard one, guys.
The point I'm trying to get is
Texas or Louisiana, food-wise. Where would you go? Oh, that's hard. Oh, you have to pick one. Food-wise, Texas or Louisiana. I can't pick one. I can't.
if you're planning on staying here and making this your home, your domicile, you must surrender the Louisiana license and get a Texas driver license. If you're planning to go back to live in Louisiana, then you may keep the license, but other than that, you have to surrender license. As it stands, I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming any kind of dope, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds, sir. Do you understand? Yes or no? Do you have liability insurance in your name? Sure. Okay. You may continue to drive as long as you have both. If you do not have both, then you cannot drive. We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So first, I'll have you go to Victoria, sign a reset, and then. So you need to hire a lawyer quick then, and you need to get on it quick. I'm going to tell you that there's a lot of timing requirements with your license as well as for DWI. So if you sit there and wait until you get back to try to hire a lawyer, you may lose that or that license that you have. So I would get on it quick. And then once you do get a lawyer, have them come talk to me, and then we can talk about waiving your appearance so you can go work offshore. I'm okay with that, but you need a lawyer first. Okay. So I'll have you go to Victoria. We will have you sign a reset. You'll get with Trace for your bond conditions, and after that, you'll be free to go. Okay. All right.
Page 16, Norman, come on up.
So Peter, Mr. Norman.
Yes, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Norman. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On June 26, 2024, officers were dispatched to a crash and found the defendant's vehicle in a ditch. The defendant stated that the vehicle in the ditch was his and that he had been driving. The defendant was observed to have red, glassy eyes, slurred speech, and a strong odor of alcohol on the breath. The defendant stated that he had been drinking at work with his coworkers. Standard field sobriety test was conducted, 6 of 6 on the HGN, 6 of 8 on the walk and turn, and 3 of 4 on the one leg stand. DIC was read on the scene and the defendant consented to a breath test, which was a 0.149 and a 0.148.
Judge, only response I would have is potential operation of the motor vehicle based on, I know he did make a statement, but we don't know if the car was running. I know the car was in the ditch. He wasn't there with the other car.
He's alone though, right?
Don't know. I wasn't there.
Yes, you were. Don't lie.
I was driving.
Mr. Norman, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or dope, you will go to jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your name?
Yes, sir.
Have you son run his license to see?
It's eligible.
It is, Judge, and it's commercial.
Oof. Oof.
This was personal vehicle.
Doesn't matter. You have a CDL. Do you know that on a second conviction, you lose that CDL for life?
Yes, sir.
Lifetime suspension of that CDL. I would be very, very careful. Not only that, because you have a CDL, you're held to even a higher standard. A lower breath test can be used against you. So regardless, you have a lawyer. Listen to Peter. He will take care of you well. It's your responsibility to stay in touch with him. If Peter comes back to me and tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. No alcohol, no dope. Stay in contact with him and things will go fine.
Yes, sir.
I'll have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. You'll get with Trace for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Great to see you, Peter.
Good to see you, Judge.
Page 18, Opunte, come on up.
Good morning, sir. Mr. Whitek, what's new, man? With a W, right? I don't see it. Oh, with an O. I thought it was W.
Day after the holiday.
Now I see. Okay. Guys, keep it down, please. Are you Mr. Opute?
Yes,
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and/or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On June 29th, 2024, at about 4 a.m., officers were dispatched to a crash. Upon arrival, they saw the defendant standing on the sidewalk next to the vehicle and with severe front end damage. His vehicle had struck a bus stop sign, city stop sign, and then a parked Civic and attempted to leave the scene. Officers observed a moderate odor of alcohol on the breath, bloodshot eyes, and that the defendant was swaying. The defendant admitted to driving and having one cocktail at a party at approximately 2:30 a.m. Standard field sobriety test was conducted. HGN was a 6 of 6, 2 of 8 on the walk and turn, and 0 of 4 on the one leg stand. DIC was read, blood was consented to, and blood was drawn.
Ready to be eyes?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Opute, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
So,
Do you have valid liability insurance? I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to.
I should have just fast forwarded it to the fun guys. It's Friday, and in Judge Fleischer's courtroom, it gets crazy on Fridays, and it does. It just he had to go through all these arraignments first, but we got some good ones. I hope I got them today. There's only 20 minutes left in this clip.
Test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or any kind of dope, you will go to jail. Tell me, are you a United States citizen?
yes, sir.
Okay. You have a lawyer. Good job on having a lawyer. Because you have one, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with Mr. Wycheck, and he will tell you when you have to come back.
Thank you.
I'll have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. You'll get with Tracy for your bond conditions, and after that, you guys are free to go. Okay, thanks.
Right this way. Page 15, Malone, come on up.
Here comes the Technicolor Dreamcoat, guys.
Good morning, Mr. Malone. Mr. Malone, you're charged with failure to identify oneself. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and/or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Officers observed the defendant's vehicle traveling with a defective tail lamp and conducted a traffic stop. The officers requested the defendant's driver's license and insurance, but was only given the insurance. The defendant stated he did not have a driver's license but had an ID. The defendant then gave a Mississippi ID identified as Mario Love. The picture did not match the driver's face. The officer requested if he can confirm that the ID was his, and the defendant stated it was his and said he just looks different and his hair grew longer. The officer asked the defendant one more time, and the defendant
That's me.
admitted his personality. The man asked him for his identification.
That he would rather a man ask him for his name. Was it a woman cop?
It was a woman cop. The defendant
Hazen,
stated that the ID
go to
was
jail.
his brother's and that he did not steal it from anyone. And the defendant was positively ID'd by his government photo.
Here's the rub, Mr. Malone.
She's a girl. That's the rub.
You're on felony probation for a very serious offense where you're facing up to 10 years in prison. So, first off, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. The first thing I'm going to do is order you not to drive, not to consume alcohol or any kind of dope. If I find that you do either, I will put you in jail, and I'm going to make your bond so high you're going to flip.
Do it anyway.
You will be signing an affidavit with me today, promising me you're not going to drive. I don't give a rat's behind what your excuse is. You drive, you will be doing a substantial amount of time in jail. As it stands now, I would be on the lookout because it's just a matter of time before your felony warrant hits. And then you'll be stuck like Chuck in there at no bond.
Oh, I wish the judge was a woman. I wish it was a woman telling him this right now. I love you, Judge. Don't change. But Man, would it be nice if a woman was saying, you know what?
What do you do for a living, Mr. Malone? What do you do for a living? Doing what?
Professional skater, I would think skater.
A professional what? Skater. How much money do you make a month as a professional skater? If I drug test you now, what's going to show up, Mr. Malone? If I drug test you now, what's going to show up? Okay, I'm sending you right now. We'll see. I'm going to first have you sign a reset with Victoria, and then I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box, Mr. Malone. So first, I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. Then I'm going to get you to Victoria, and then I'm sending you for a drug test, Mr. Malone.
Sally, thank you so much. Thank you.
Page 17, Olguero, come on up.
Is this the burger guy?
Ogaro. Ogarro. For sure. Good morning, Mr. Ogaro. Sir, you're charged with evading arrest or detention. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer, will lawyer be appointed to represent you, sir?
Fuzzy, can we please have some efficiency real quick? Just for a second.
On June 29th, 2024, officers were dispatched to an assault in
Thank you,
progress
Fuzzy.
in Harris County, Texas. Officers observed a black SUV which had 3 people inside and confirmed it to be the vehicle of interest. The defendant got out of the driver's side of the vehicle and began to walk away from the officers. The officer then told everyone to stop, and the defendant kept walking away, ignoring commands. The officer told the defendant multiple times to stop, but the defendant did not comply and began evading on foot from the officer towards an apartment complex. Foot pursuit began, and another officer then drove towards the defendant and gave verbal commands to stop, announcing Houston police stop. The defendant was eventually caught, and officers were able to place the defendant in handcuffs. The total approximate length was 1/4 mile. Upon return to the original scene, all other parties had left the scene along with the vehicle of interest.
What was the detention for? What was he doing wrong?
Officers were there on an assault call and had a description of the vehicle. And once they saw it, they approached, and that's whenever defendant.
Do you have more than just an assault call? Any kind of identifying factors? I mean, it's really just vague how there's just cars don't assault, you know? Like if there was some kind of description, someone in the car had assaulted someone or something to that nature, you know? But
no, you won't.
And officers were able to confirm the vehicle by the license plate given from the call.
Okay.
So they confirmed that it was the defendant.
We're in this together.
They approached on.
Yes, I'm from Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Do they say that someone assaulted someone, that there were?
Yes, that it was just an assault call, Your Honor.
Yeah, I need more than that. I mean, it's really vague. It's presumptuous. No, Beetle, do you have anything else?
I'll look at it. Just let me take a look at it.
Okay.
If you just
Do me a solid, will you? Just take a seat for me. I want to make sure that there's probable cause if there is. If not, I'm going to cut you loose, but I want to make sure that there really is. So just give me a second and then we'll get back with you.
All right, Judge, the next one is page 18. O'Neill, come on up.
Just let me take a look at the bond, please. There's some good cheese over here. Not there's just cheese.
Good
I
morning,
hate
Ms.
it when they
O'Neill.
steal my
Ma'am,
clothes.
you're charged with
Those
theft
are
by
my
check.
pants.
You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. Your case is nearly 2,000 days.
Ouch.
Do we know that she's been arrested on this?
Don't worry, guys. Cloud did the math. It's like 5.5 years-ish.
Before, or has she been in front of us before?
She was coming to court in 2019. There are multiple resets.
Oh, how many times she like ghosted us?
I would say once, Judge, she posted a cash bond in 2019 and it got revoked. And then here we are, 2024.
I know.
All right, so she did post a surety bond. So, ma'am, like I said, you're charged with theft by check. Can you tell me, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. Tell me, where's the check written to and how much, please?
The check was written as payment for merchandise. The exact name, number, and kind is unknown. It was for $202, and the defendant was ID through her driver's license number, and I have an account number. At Wells
So-
Fargo.
Let's do this. Victoria, can you appoint her someone? We got to do, this case is just way too old and we have to do something with it. Ma'am, I'm going to appoint you. Do you have a lawyer? Okay, I'm going to have you talk to someone today. We have to figure out where this thing is going today. It's 2,000 days old and it's just way too old to just cut you loose and hope and pray that you come back. So just take a seat for me in the jury box and I'm going to have you talk to someone.
Ma'am,
here
no.
momentarily. Ma'am, get your stuff though.
Can I go use the restroom?
Come back.
You better come back.
If you don't come back, I'm telling you, I'm going to make your bond so high.
I'm not trying
Flip.
to.
Okay.
I have two special kids.
All right, go to the potty, but come back.
Go to the potty.
I see what you're saying. It's like, if you want to do whatever you want to do.
That's it?
And then I'll resolve it. I mean, I think you were questioning whether it was probable cause.
Right.
Related to the case.
There's nothing new?
I don't really disagree with you.
Okay. Come up, sir. So this was Ogbaro or Ogaro. Okay, Mr. Ogaro. I'm going to find that there's no probable cause in the case. Just be careful out there, man. People are always out to hunt you down. You know what I mean? Just be careful. Don't put yourself in the spot. Okay. All right, you're free to go.
I missed that.
For sure.
Sir, I just filed a dismissal if you want to wait, if you don't.
He says, no, I don't want to wait. Bye.
All right, Judge,
Yes.
page 19, Reyes, come on up. Reyes.
Butcher boy, thank
Good morning,
you.
Mr. Reyes. Mr. Reyes, you're charged with reckless driving. You're facing up to 30 days in jail and or a $500 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and any abuse of the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir. Okay.
Officers conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle doing donuts at Clay Road and Highway 6. The defendant was blocking on incoming traffic before entering a parking lot. and before making a right onto Highway 6, failing to signal the turn and going southbound. The defendant was ID'd and was the sole occupant and driver.
All right. Can you look up to see if he has a license? Mr. Garza. Mr. Reyes, the first thing I'm going to tell you is that the legislature, guys, please keep it down. The legislature has made it extremely easy for district attorneys around the state of Texas to seize and impound and take cars from people who participate in these types of actions, be it street takeovers, racing, donuts, reckless driving. You are now on notice for people who are caught with multiple violations. And I've seen it where DAs seize the cars and take it from you permanently. If you do not want that to happen, it's probably a good idea not to engage in this type of behavior. Do you understand?
Sure.
Do you have a Texas driver license?
Sure.
Do you have valid liability insurance? Then you're not allowed to drive. And I'm making that a condition of your bond. If I find that you drive, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Sure.
How old are you, son? Okay. What do you do for a living?
Work at a fast food restaurant.
Did you graduate from high school?
Sure.
Okay. What you will be doing with me now is you're going to be signing an affidavit promising me that you're not going to drive until you get liability insurance in your name. You must bring the proof to me before we allow you to drive. Don't just start driving. Do you understand? Once you get it, come back to me and then I'll allow you to drive. But until that point, you drive, I will put you in jail and I'm going to make your bond extremely high. Do you understand?
Your Honor, his license is eligible.
How much money do you make a month, Mr. Reyes?
Approximately 1,500, 2,000.
Who do you live with? Who do you live with?
Parents. Mom.
Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer, sir? Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer, a court-appointed lawyer?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Donald. That's awesome. I should send him a case of Guinness. I bet if I call a local
All right, I'm going to have you come up
beer
here,
store,
swear to us
what
that
do you
you're not
have in
going to drive.
Texas?
Then
They'll
Deputy
deliver it.
Holly's going to give you an application for a court-appointed
pineapple
lawyer.
pizza.
You need to fill it out because I need to know everything about you. I need to know what kind of car you drive, money in the bank. I will then also have you go to Victoria Center, reset, and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box while you fill it out. Okay?
Judge, for this one, is state bond commission?
Yeah, states. And then I gave him an application as well.
All right, Judge, next one is page 20, Riley.
Donald, I bet if we all went into Discord one day
Is Riley back there?
saying we all have to go in with a
Okay.
Guinness, he would sit there and drink it. I love pouring nitro beers.
He's got a felony warrant.
Yeah, they take a while, but I love pouring them. Guinness? You and your chocolate stouts makes me thirsty every time. Is this the burger guy?
Good morning, Mr. Riley.
We're in court.
Took you into custody because you have a felony warrant.
Yes, sir.
Looks like you're on probation for an evading arrest.
Yes, sir.
They filed a warrant for your arrest. You're at no bond right now. So once you do hit felony court, that may change or not. We have you here because you're charged with indecent exposure. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On June 26, 2024, officers were dispatched to 4419 Wheeler Peakway in Harris County, Texas for an indecent exposure call. The complaining witness was in the parking lot of Whataburger. Her husband went inside to pick up a food order, and the defendant parked next to her in a dark colored four-door sedan. The defendant attempted to get her attention by waving his hand. The complainant stated that she ignored the defendant at first, and the complainant stated that the defendant then adjusted his parking and rolled down the front two windows and was naked.
He was naked? In a car? Okay.
The complainant stated the defendant began pleasuring himself by masturbating while looking at her vehicle.
Shh.
The complainant stated that the defendant.
Hold on a second. Sign it.
The judge is about to give you wise advice, guys. Pay attention.
The complainant stated that the defendant stayed parked next to her, engaging in the act for approximately 5 minutes. The complainant stated the defendant left the scene when her husband came back out of the restaurant. The witness was able to take down the license plate of the vehicle before the defendant had left the scene. Officers ran the license plate, and the complaining witness positively ID'd the defendant by his driver's license photo.
Okay. So you said this was at a Whataburger, correct? Okay. Mr. Riley, do you have a Texas driver license, sir?
Sir.
Can you run his license, please? I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this complaining witness and not to go back to this Whataburger. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if I have to, well, I guess I have to say this. I'm also going to order you that if you're in a car, not to drive a car naked. Okay, just really.
But Judge, no one ever told me that.
I will appoint you a lawyer today so that you can talk to someone today. We will take you into custody and then just don't send him down because we need him to sign bond conditions. Do you have valid liability insurance in your name?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to check all that because I want to make sure that if you're.
Bozzy, I know you're not here or you're barely here and we keep bothering you, but don't drive a car naked. Don't do it.
Driving that you do have a license, okay? We're going to create the bond conditions. We'll have you sign it and then I'll have to have you speak to someone here momentarily, okay? All right, thanks. So if you can file the conditions, no driving naked.
No contact.
I mean, there's always a first, you know? Really.
Come on up.
No contact and no weapons, please.
No contact and.
Maybe
No
there would be
contact with
less
complaining witness,
road
no
rage
going
though.
back to that Whataburger,
Okay.
no weapons. And no nakedness.
Rocha, page 21.
Got it.
No
All right.
PC was found by the magistrate.
Oh, so
It did work out for
just go ahead and
Godiva.
take a seat with me, ma'am, real quick. I'm going to talk with Nathan here momentarily, and then we'll figure out what's going to happen. I mean, yeah, well, there's no reason for me to do anything. We'll wait for Nathan to see.
Oh, I'm glad I ended on that. He keeps the way. Okay, so there are no Whataburgers in Pennsylvania, but I've heard of them before. But when I was listening to the judge, it kept sounding like he was saying Whataburger. So I was like really trying to figure out, are there Whataburgers in Texas or is he talking about Whataburger? Nope. Security. I know you want to, but you can't. You are security. You're supposed to prevent things like this. And where do you put your radio? Yes. heard of it before. Heard of it. But the way he pronounced it, it sounded like Whataburger. I thought it was I didn't know if there was like a second one. So a nitro beer, someone asked what's nitro. So CO2, you pour it, you get that nice, inch of head on it. But think of a Guinness. Like when you pour a Guinness, it like foams up, but then it all like settles down and then the head gets smaller. You know what I mean? That's a nitro. You put that nitro tap down into the bottom and you pour like from the bottom up and then it all settles and is beautiful and it tastes so creamy. It doesn't taste so like CO2, like carbonated. It tastes creamy and yummy. It is. I've never had it, but so from what I understand, people outside of the United States, they actually think like Whataburger is like the biggest chain in America and everybody eats Whataburger because I've heard it's like so good. Um, so you know what? You know what, Kelly? You know how I couldn't pick between Louisiana and Texas? Oh, I'm gonna pick Texas just because steak, but it's a hard pick because Louisiana, if I lived in Louisiana, I would be like 800 pounds easy. But if I lived in Texas, I would be like 850 because everything's bigger in Texas. Waterburger, Waterburger. I called Water today at my job, and the people at the bar were traveling from out of town, and they were like, "What did you just say?" They asked for a water, and I'm like, there's no alcohol in that, right? There's no alcohol in water. And they're like, water? Yeah, you're in Lancaster now. People call it water. Water in the creek. We should all go to one. Yeah, they should think of McDonald's. It's pretty damn popular. Um, I'm done with the videos today, guys. So if you're here just for the videos, have a great day. Thank you so much for coming out. It's 50-50, okay? It's a 50. If you want a burger, you shouldn't if you want to taste a very good burger, you shouldn't go to a fast food place because they're not there to give you a quality, Angus burger. But Burger King hits sometimes when you're starving and, it takes 30 seconds at the drive-through and the grilled meat is there and, is there In-N-Out in Texas? There's none in Lancaster. I'm not gonna say there's none in Pennsylvania. There's none near me. You know what else is not near me, which hurts my feelings, like, really bad? White Castle. There are no White Castles near me. I have driven 2 hours to, I think, Delaware. Was it Delaware? I can't remember. Just to get White Castle before, just to go through their drive-through and then drive the whole way home. We do have White Castle in the freezer aisle at the grocery store, but it's not the same. I like all fries. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't have a Piggly Wiggly near me either. I heard they're great grocery stores, but I don't have one. See, if you want a burger, yum, go to Red Robin or, someplace that makes a good burger. Their burgers are ridiculous. Oh, that's so sad. Our hat has no red round robin. Yum. White Castle is drunk and sober food. White Castle, baby. Oh, maybe someday. You don't have Hershey's chocolate either, but I heard you don't like Hershey's chocolate, so that's good. But Hershey's chocolate is delicious. It's delicious. I heard that people in the UK think it tastes like, what did they say Hershey's chocolate tastes like? Oh, I can't remember. See? Hershey's is delicious. Thanks, Carrie. This was like a half stream because I worked, I closed, so I didn't have a lot of time. But just wait until, I guess, Tuesday morning stream. So Tuesday morning stream, Wednesday morning stream, Thursday morning stream, and Friday morning stream. They're going to be awesome because, you know, I think I'm going to do something. I don't know. We'll see. It's still going to be awesome, though. Tomorrow's stream, I don't know because I work a double today, guys. I work a double, and we missed one whole day of court this week, which puts me at a loss. But don't worry. Don't worry. I'm going to come through. I got the rest of Friday. I still got some Fleischer left over from the week because remember, we rationed. We rationed the heck out of Fleischer this week since he had a day off. No, it doesn't. Everybody fight me. Come on, chat. Fight me. Hershey's is delicious. Oh, man. I live right near Hershey. I'm telling you, you drive anywhere near Hershey and the whole town smells like delicious chocolate. Ooh, yum, 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 yum. Doesn't taste like wax. I've had wax before. Remember those little bottles? Those little bottles of wax with a little juice in them? That does not taste like Hershey's at all. See? Thank you, Todd. Okay, fight us. Come on, guys. Me and Todd. Don't. You're not 21. Your brain is still developing. Your brain needs to develop first. It's true. I listen, I love chocolate. I try all kinds of chocolate. I eat chocolate all the time. That's how people around me live. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and wax lips. No, I'm not sending you Hershey's, Carolyn, because I don't want to hear you say it tastes like wax. When you say over in Vancouver, how far away? How is it? Is Vancouver north, south, east, or west in Canada? I don't know because, you know, I'm American and I'm ignorant about geography. Campbell, I had my first IT job was in Campbell. I worked for a trucking company. It was a global trucking company, and I was IT. That was a good boot camp for me. That job. Thank you, Lori. See, chocolate kisses are so good. We have a chocolate factory here, although it's shut down, but that's besides the point. Called Wilbur Chocolate. Oh my gosh. And then we have Micey's Candies. They're just little local companies, and man, their chocolates are so good. Guys, everybody should go out today and support a local little candy store, not a chain, not a big chain, a local little candy store. And I'm telling you, you're going to love that chocolate. Go get some chocolate. A local chocolate company. Yeah, we have Texas Roadhouse here. Burgers are ridiculous. So good. West. Vancouver is west of Charles. So I'm assuming it's west. Exactly. Unless you say Hershey's tastes like wax, then fight me. Mm-hmm. Everybody loves Reese's peanut butter cups. Yep, been to the Hershey Chocolate Factory a billion, jillion, bazillion times. You go through the little ride, Then they give you a piece of chocolate at the end. And then you go on a roller coaster. Where are we? We're in July. When's the next big chocolate holiday? Halloween. What? Guys, who made Donald mad? If it was me, then fight me. Hershey's taste good. If it was someone else, knock it off. I should. I should send everybody one chocolate kiss. And then you can taste it. But not the cookies and cream crap. Oh, back. No. No. Can't be sick of chocolate. Chocolate keeps everybody around me alive. Like, I can drink coffee and I can eat chocolate, and then I don't have to kill anybody. What's your mistake? What do I need to undo? What did I do to hurt you, Donald? Point on the doll where I hurt you. Oh my go. If you don't eat it a lot, then yeah, you probably go for that Belgian. Yes, Lori. Kiln? Can't say kiln. What? Oh, I'm not allowed to say that? But it's true. I've rage. I'm 51 years old. Okay, I'll go in and I'll edit that out. I'll say kiln. See? It's true. Halloween's coming. So, but Donald, things like that. So there's two ways. I won't get demonetized like before. I'll just get this video. This one video will be like demonetized. And when one video gets demonetized, it's not really demonetized. It just makes less than. And I don't really care if it makes less than. I don't care one bit. But I won't do it anymore. I put a short up today because the courthouse in Texas was so hot. Not Texas, California. They had no AC. And I put fire around, like an effect of fire around the short, and they demonetized it. They said people can't see that. I don't care. It looks cool. Some videos are less than. I'm not stupid. I know this stream was not the greatest. I know this. I watched it. I was here. I don't need any monetization for this stream. Trust me. Vicky. Thank you so much, Vicky. You know, you got a point there, Jasmine. It's not true, but you got a point there. Girls do, it's facts. They do have a little more maturity at 18 than boys do. And I know because I have two girls and one boy, and he is older than 18 and still 3 years old. He's right there. He just came up to hear me. Yep. That's what this is, guys. This is the best stream I ever did. Has anybody here ever made chocolate from Cocoa beans. Does it really work? I mean, I know you have to add sugar. I know it's not sweet. I understand that. I'm saying, have you ever actually made chocolate from a cocoa bean and had it come out tasting delicious? Hi, Spud. I'm waiting to see if anybody actually made chocolate. Do you? I've never ate one. It is hard. I heard it's so hard. I I think the part that stops me the most is I think at some point in the process you have to press it, right? Don't you have to press it to get the like oils out or whatever? And I don't have anything I can press it with. Maybe I do. I don't know. That part in my head has always stopped me. We should try it. We should all do a video where we're all trying it. We all share our screens, whoever wants to make chocolate and try it. Okay, I love fermenting thing. Yes, I do. Mhm. Donald, I believe you. I feel like sending Fozzie some Guinness. I wonder if we have a chocolate class near here. I just feel like if I had a chocolate class near here, they would like tell me to go to the grocery store, like, and get stuff. I'm talking about taking the bean, and sugar and milk and everything and making chocolate. See, that's what I feel like a chocolate class would teach me. Although I do love fudge. Oh man. Yes, this was your first live. This live was horrible. It was kind of boring. I was just waiting for that last guy, the burger guy, and it took forever for him to get here. Thank God he had clothes on. He reminded me of the guy from Oz, that show Oz about the prison in the wheelchair. Listen, I don't even know what that might be. I'm guessing that sounds like a sort of breaded pork on noodle dinner. That's what I'm guessing. Chocolate and beer tasting. We'll have a stout, we'll have a porter, we'll have a wheat. Yes. Yes. I agree too. True. True. The Hershey song is almost right in my head that they play when you're going through the ride at the chocolate factory. You're not you're always near a Hershey bar. Okay, yeah, that's true. Dark chocolate and Guinness. Oh my God. I had currant, like a sweet like sauce currant in my Guinness for breakfast at it when I went to Ireland. I knew when it was breakfast and I knew when it was dinner because at breakfast they put currant in my Guinness and dinner was just straight Guinness. And it was both were amazing. And I can see why they do that for breakfast because it went so good with, the Irish breakfasts, which apparently is a UK breakfast. Like the sausage and the beans and the toast and the eggs and the bacon. I went over there and the Guinness with currant in it. And they're like, here's your Irish breakfast. But everything I see on, like when I watch the UK channels, they have the same thing for breakfast. They have the beans and we don't really do beans for breakfast. I mean, some people do in America. That's not a standard thing to put on your plate. Beans. I mean, I will dog that all day. It's delicious. But Him and legal. Yep. Together forever. But yeah, I think it's a UK breakfast. Nestle. Nestle chocolate is so good. Oh man. We picked a bad subject, guys. My mouth is watering. Beans on toast. I've never had it. I've had beans, I've had toast, but I've never had beans on toast. Nestle. Nestle chocolate. Nestle. We should all make something chocolate for tomorrow's stream. Our favorite type, or buy something chocolate. We should all have chocolate for tomorrow's stream. Yeah, that's because legal. The beans go on top of the toast. It's beans on toast. You had the beans under the toast. Nestle. Why is everybody saying Nestle? Why? It's Nestle. It's Nestle chocolate. I'm feeling, well, I mean, don't all baked beans have like a tomato base? Fine. Fine. Nestle. Nestle chocolate. You have to eat it with your pinky out because it's Nestle. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to know the answer to this. Oh no, someone's gonna say it. I think it's like sausage, right? But why is it black? Is it blood? I think someone's gonna answer. I don't know what it is either. I don't know. I think it's sausage. I think the black part is because it's blood. Or am I? Oh, see, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. That's horrible. That's just horrible. We were talking about chocolate, guys. We were talking about beer. Where's Horsefish when I need him? Yeah, I know, Marty. Those ladies are from Australia. That's why they're saying Nestle, but it's Nestle chocolate. Yeah. Wait, dried? What do you mean dried? Okay, this just took a. It has to taste coppery. I mean, no. Hell to the no. Oh no. Oh, Linus, I thought you were about to hit me with another one. I would maybe feel better using it dried, actually. I don't I'm no. I just will never use it. I will never have it. I will never taste it. Yeah, I will try haggis. I have tried haggis. I'm fine with haggis. But, you know, that's fine. Sausages come in the same casing, right? So it looks like anybody who likes Hershey's chocolate will just not do black pudding. But will you do Vegemite? That's my question. I might try it once. Like, I might try it once, but I won't just like taste it. Like, it will have to be like it'll have to be bread, toast, whatever, and then cream cheese on top, and then I won't just. I'm not gonna spread Vegemite all over a piece of bread and be like, mmm. No, no, no. It's gonna have to be a part of a tower of something. I want, yeah, yes, it does legal, but it's different. It tastes good. Nice spade. Yeah, toast with butter. I don't know what that is. Thank goodness. I don't want to try it. I wonder if it's possible to get him to like pineapple. I wonder if there's anything we can do to get him to say, you know what, that slaps right there. That is pretty good. No, absolutely not. We're we are making our own line of bail bondsman companies. I don't think we should mix blood and grapes in there. Donald, am I allowed to say blood? Is that okay? Is Donald gonna get mad at me again? Ozzy, I don't think that's true. Yeah. See? There's like meat with the blood. There's not just like nope. A solid survivor back was it Survivor? It was like sort of near the beginning of the Survivor series, but not like the first 8 years, but sort of where they had to drink the blood. I remember that lady, she was from Africa and they were in Africa. It was the season where they were in Africa and she's like, "Yep, give me this blood. I'm connecting with my country." And she drank that blood down like it was nothing. And no, I could not. I could not. He said, "Girl, I guess I'm not allowed to say that either." Well, this is an unfortunate conversation if I'm not allowed to say the B word or the K word or the A, B, C, D, E, F, G's words. Guys, if you don't know, Jasmine's very much younger than the rest of us. Jasmine is younger than our grandchildren. So it's interesting when Jasmine reacts to something that we say or do that is normal. B rhymes with mud. There we go. Crystal got it. Oh, eating or drinking B rhymes with mud is not kosher. I didn't know that. And Vegemite is gross. That's what they're saying. I'm trying, Carolyn. I mean, I got one person, who didn't appreciate the pauses today, but we're weeding them out slowly. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, guys. I mean, not just court cases. I watch a ton of YouTube videos. Every single channel that I watch that has a person commenting on something, anything, whatever it is, they pause the video all the time and talk all the time. So I don't understand it. I don't understand. I just don't get it, but that's fine. Doesn't matter. What is HP sauce? It's their version of A1 steak sauce, but better. How can you get better than A1? Tina P. Tina P, do you know that you have been a member for 6 months? Like, there is a very few amount of people. There might be 3 people that have been members for 6 months, and you, ma'am, are one of them, I think. I think. And thank you. Thank you, Tina. Can you get I gotta say, if I can get HP sauce near me. It's just HP sauce near guys, I wanna do one I can. Oh, Walmart. Should I get HP sauce from Walmart? Does that sound legit? I don't usually buy groceries from Walmart, like, ever. It's $11 for 9 ounces. Does that sound right? Worcestershire sauce is delicious. Guys, I think I think we should. I want to do like a taste test. It stands for Harry Potter sauce. I want to do a taste test. I'm not. Nope. Not doing the blood pudding, black pudding. Nope. No. But I should do a taste test of all these things that you guys are telling me about from all across the world. The very first thing I want to do is horsefish. Told me about a beer. Is it called Cats or Kite? It's a Belgian, and it comes. There's like a bubble. There's like a bubble in the glass, and if you drink it, if you drink it too fast, it like splashes you all over the face. What beer was that? Cats. I think it was called Cats. Katz. Quack, quack. That's what it was. Quack. That's what it is. Like, you're so smart. So that's the first thing. That's the very number one first thing I want to try. I want to try like 8 of them, maybe 9, because I just think that they are delicious. And I don't know because I've never even seen one before. But I should like do a stream where I'm just like tasting all this stuff that you guys are talking about in chat. Like, what was that from Texas today? We were talking about something from Texas. Not Whataburger. It was something else. Yeah, send me beer. Almost never put sauce on steak. I say almost because sometimes I feel like it, and that's fine. But oh, I will try Vegemite. Absolutely. Told you Vegemite was sweet. That was rude. You got played on that one. So, no, you don't have to send me anything. You just have to tell me what it is, and I will go get it, or I will make it. Quack is number 1. Yeah, but that doesn't really count as a sauce, does it? Put in comments what you think I should try. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? We can't say that word. Donald will get really mad at me. We have to say "b" that rhymes with mud. He who must not be named. Listen, I don't mind salty though. I don't mind salty. So far I have quack and I have Vegemite. Well, that's just normal. Oops. True. I bet it is. I bet it is. I'm going with sure. Yeah, I want to do that. I want to try what all you people are talking about. Grilled cheese with mayonnaise. I already tried that on stream. Remember, I did that on stream, and it stuck to my pan. And I have a nonstick pan, and I put a ton of butter down. Okay, I can't. I can't do anything that's spicy. Look, I'm Irish. Gravy and potatoes. But no, chitlins to me sounds like it's spicy. I'm telling you, the other day I ate a Dorito that set my mouth on fire. A Dorito was too spicy for me. I had some gazpacho at work yesterday, which is just a cold soup that burnt my whole throat. I can't do anything spicy. I just can't. I don't know what it is with me. But is chitlins spicy? I don't want any spice. Nope, 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 nope. Yes, okay, but is it spicy? Does it burn you? Does the food hurt you when you put it in your mouth and start chewing? So so you can cook out the hot stuff? Is it the seeds that do it? Does chitlin have seeds that burn you? That's the second person who said it. How do you That sounds legit. Then I can do it. Oh, thank you. So they add hot stuff to it. Oh, yeah, intestines are not spicy. I thought chitlins was like a pepper, like, a ghost pepper or something. I didn't know. Tina P, thank you so much. So chitlins is on the list. Vegemite, quack, Belgian chocolate. Yeah, Jasmine, I used to be the baby of all the groups too. Actually, as old as I am, if I go out, I hang out with like older people, well older people. I don't know why. They're just more fun. They don't give any Fs when we go out. They're there. They're not there to be dramatic and issues. They're just there to have fun. And when I go out with them, my cheeks hurt from laughing so much. My belly hurts the next day. Spade. I did not upload the new one yet. I just didn't. I got off work and I forgot because I was trying to get a freaking clip together. I will. Guys, Spade oh no, Mia Mina. Mia Mina made me another one where all the frogs are looking like this way. I can't wait to put it on. I can't wait to wear my new background. Chitlins are also known as chitterlings. I always stop and read what Kelly wrote because she knows. Salmiak? What is salmiak? Is it fish? Listen, if they're smothered in bacon, then yeah, I'll eat that. Yes. White chocolate. I live by Hershey's. Of course, I've had white chocolate. Shh. Michael, you're going to get me in trouble. Donald's going to yell at me. I almost said that. It is, though. It's made from the cocoa. It's made from the cocoa bean. I like licorice. I know people have strong opinions against black licorice, but I like black licorice. It's candy. We've got too many things going on. I don't know which ones you're talking about. Yeah, see, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Purdy. I think I've had that. Purdy's chocolate. I think I've had that, but I'm not 100% sure now. No, oh, see? Myco Psycho, I didn't get in trouble because Donald wasn't even here. Yes, 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 I failed. I failed because, I can't stay focused on something that takes a long time. But that's fine. I like to buy beer. RW, we need to talk. My daughter loves white chocolate. You don't know that? Were you ever in Sweden? We just don't call it flag here. We call it the American flag. They could call it Swedish meatballs. I knew it. I knew it. I knew he was going to say that. I knew it. You guys, I'm telling you, our chat has been everywhere in the world. There's nowhere. Okay, hold on. Who's been to Okinawa? If you guys might not answer in here, I bet you will, though. I bet you someone's going to, Donald is going to be like, I've been to Okinawa. Um, but comments later, if anybody makes it this far into the video, which they won't, they're gonna be like, yeah, I've been to Okinawa 17 times. Everywhere in the world. I could put anywhere in the world and say he was close. You guys have been everywhere. We have someone from everywhere. Oh, we don't. Um, what Vicky McClure? Vicky McLean? Vicky is from South Africa. I don't think we have South Africa yet. Maybe we do, and they're just lurkers. Mexico and Canada. I've not been to either. But she's not here. I don't think she's been on my stream at all. You did it, Okinawa? See? His brother. I can just name Egypt. Who's been to Egypt? I saw that. That was so good. I was freaking out though, Linus, because I didn't know if it was bad or not. I had no way to tell if it was bad and breaking any rules. So I didn't know if I needed to delete any of those or not. Egypt, come on. That doesn't surprise me, Sally. Israel. Nice. No one's been to Egypt, so I was wrong. But you watch my comments later. Someone's going to be like, hey, I live in Egypt. Sally. That's awesome. To ride the people mover. What? What is a people mover? Is it like a sidewalk that moves? Is it like a big bus? What is a people mover? Oh, JLM, we stopped like an hour ago. Oh no. That's terrible. JLM, you're in for a hard day. Oops. I saw a cartoon called Prince of Egypt. Does that count? Oh, it's a monorail. Thank you, Donald. Yes, Myco Psycho, it counts. All right, guys. I'm going to go try to get a nap before I start work because I work a double day and I don't want to be all tired. I want to be happy. I want to be bouncy. I want to get from table to table dancing around. What do you mean you're not a fan of Japanese food? Oh, that hurt my feelings, Fletcher. I mean, your music tastes are on point, but you got to work on your food. Thank you, Monica. I'm going to sleep right now, Spud. I need to. I need to get a few winks before I start work, which means Fozzie's going to call me in an hour. I'm joking, Fozzie. I'm glad when you call me. Always. Bye, Carolyn. Guys, thank you so much for coming out to this disaster of a stream. I will see you in, 24 hours. Behave. There's no judges in this weekend, so don't go to jail until Monday. Yes, have a great Saturday. Have a great, great, great Saturday. Bye.